Hi, Eric from G-Force Hinge. Today we're going to go down and take a look at Infinity Hinge gate build. Some contractors that I know have allowed me graciously to come down and take a look. Infinity Hinge is a little different than the G-Force Hinge because it mounts to a flush surface or has a flat side on the hinge, as opposed to G-Force Hinge, which has flanges on both sides and designed to capture the 2x4 rail that's attached to the face of your hinge post. When using the Infinity Hinge, the flush side or flat side attaches to a flat surface, and the other side has a set of flanges on it. Now that may be appropriate for the job you're going to do. Let's go down and take a look and see what they're doing today. Hey guys, we're on our way. Thought you may like to see how foggy it is out here as I'm driving down the highway. We're located in Northwest Florida, a little bit between Gulf Breeze and Fort Walton Beach. Have a look. Pretty cool, huh? We can see pretty good. You know, the day doesn't pick us, or we don't pick the day picks us. So we're doing it. See you at the job site. Okay, we're here at the job site. And they're putting the fence boards on to the post, and in a few minutes they'll be building the gate. So let's take a look and see how they're constructing everything. Okay, so I would say what a beautiful fence. This is one of those places where you would want to use Infinity Hinges because the deck boards or fence boards are being put on the face of the 4x4 post. We'll go around to the back and take a look, but as you can see, it's a beautiful fence. Okay, let's go to the other side and take a look at how this fence is being constructed. They're using 1x6 by probably 10s. And the posts look like they're being set every 4 feet apart. And they're putting the fence boards directly to the face of the 4x4 post. Pretty nice. If you have an idea to build a fence like this looks pretty darn good. But you're going to use a lot of posts. Instead of using stringers or 2x4 rails, which add strength, when you have posts set apart at 8 feet, you can eliminate these stringers, the 2x4 rails, and set your post at 4 foot apart and use your fence boards and get nearly the same strength. Pretty cool. Next, we'll take a look at how the Infinity Hinge is being used to build the gate. On this side, they're using a 6x6 post. I believe there's going to be a single gate on each side. If the Infinity Hinge is going to be, the hinge pin is going to be inside of the fence board or deck board. What they did in this case is they cut the deck board on a 45-degree angle, which will allow for the hinge to fully open and not bind. Of course, the hinge pin also can be outside of the opening or outside of the leading edge. I'll try to move this so you can see what's going on. So that allows the hinge to go fully open once the gate is complete. The Infinity Hinge is mounted to the inside of the post, as you can see. You open up the hinge to put your screws in, and once that's done, you'll close the hinges back and insert your 2x4 rails across the gate opening. Yeah, there you go. walk around to the other side. They're adding fasteners to the side of the vertical brace to hold it in place. So basically what you have so far, let's take a look. You have your top hinge, your bottom hinge, your bottom gate rail, your top gate rail, tied to the latch post, and now you have your vertical brace. Okay, now it's time for the diagonal brace. You just hold the diagonal brace up against the frame and put pencil marks, and then you cut the pencil marks out, and it will fit in there like a glove. We have a lot more videos to show you how that's done too, by the way. He's cutting off both sides, cutting the angles to fit so the brace will go diagonally. That supports the weight of the gate. The leading edge of the gate is going to try to drop down, and that diagonal brace is going to transfer that drop and that sag back down towards the bottom hinge. The only other thing left to do now, once that diagonal brace is installed, will be to skin it or put your fence boards across there, either vertically or horizontally. And how this fence is built, they used a 6x6 for your hinge post. I'll go inside and show you on the back side. So you have a 6x6 for your hinge post. That's set in the ground probably 2 to 3 feet. They use 4x4s for the line post, an end post, corner post. They're set about 4 feet apart, and they're probably about 2 feet or so in the ground with concrete. And then they attach the deck boards, fence boards directly horizontally to the post, as you see on the back. And then the gate frame is built in between the posts. One other point I wanted to remind you of is they added a piece of lumber here. We call it fill wood, and they did that because they needed to for the horizontal slats going across. If you're building this gate frame vertically, that's optional. Of course, any of the additional wood, all you need is the top, bottom gate rails, vertical brace, and the diagonal brace. All right, there you go. Beautiful. Thanks, JJ. One more time around the back. And I will shut the gate for you. That's a wrap.